tool. It's one of the places that we communicate with our team. So once again, welcome to everybody that's here. This is the May Mayhem. Let's just share this. This is the May Mayhem group. All of you that are inside of this group have been connected by myself or one of my business partners inside of May Mayhem, which allowed you to have a bit of a 10-day pass where you experienced Tokyo, China, you experienced the Nightclub FX, and you had access to our 10% trading plan. That's why you're here. Somebody invited you to learn a little bit more about what Forex is. We were able to break down to you the simplicity of this space in Forex. And we didn't just explain it to you. We wanted you to experience it. And so what we've done over the past 10 days, I think we're at day 8 right now. The reason we're having this call today for day 8 is because the market is open Sunday through Friday. And we trade Monday through Thursday usually. And so you had an opportunity to really be in the heart of what we do inside of this Forex market. Now, one of your, family members, a relative or so, or a coworker, or somebody that you know allowed you to have access inside of the May Mayhem community. And many of you were able to look at the videos. You were able to connect your iPhone or your Android to the actual broker account. And many of you were able to know the difference and learn the difference between a Tokyo China trade and a market execution. And you learned how to effectively put in a Tokyo China as well as how to put in a market execution. Some of you even took it a step further and you joined us 4 times a week on the Nightclub, where you were able to come in and see the vibe and really see what we do. Now, I want to talk about that for just a second. Inside of the Nightclub, the ultimate goal, because we understand that many of you are brand new inside of the Forex space. It wasn't for you to understand everything that you were partaking in and witnessing. The ultimate goal was to show you how accurate we are inside of this trading space and how we're helping people to win with the trade ideas that we were providing. So I get it. The pace was probably pretty fast. Logic got on, the energy was high, the music is playing, and all you know is these charts are up and these alerts or trade ideas are being given out. And then you hear the community, engaging and connecting, and maybe perhaps you were like, okay, whoa, what's going on? So one of the things that I was very clear on is that Nightclub is not a training experience. It's a trading experience. And once you become a member, you will have so much more appreciation for the fact that people who have skill and years of experience inside of this market is coming together in a community with you and saying, listen, you may not know why, or you may not know what, but we're going to actually give you some trade ideas that you can take at your own risk. And so what happens inside of the Nightclub, you guys are on, the charts are up, and logic may say buy USDJPY. So what you would want to do in that situation, obviously, once you become a member, you will have a foundation of what some of the terminology is that you were hearing. You will be able to understand, if somebody came in and said, what should my lot size be? Because when you go through the academy, there's a series of videos that you go through, series 100, series 200, that gives you the basic understanding of what some of the vocabulary words would have been. So when you have access to the full curriculum that we provide, those questions that you may have had, or you kind of feeling like, wait a minute, should I know this stuff, or whatever the case may be, you would get that in learning when you actually become a member. So once again, the goal for the Nightclub is to put you in an environment where as you're learning, you're also earning. As you're learning how to look into the market and utilize the Harmonic Scanner or whatever tool of your choice to discover what trades setups make the most sense for you, you can hop on the Nightclub where people who have an eye that's a little bit more trained could say, buy USDJPY. And as you get on the Nightclub consistently, what will happen for you is you will also develop an eye, because what we do is we allow you to not just say, here, buy this or sell this. You'll notice, let's just say somebody's on the Nightclub, somebody else that may have joined 2 months ago might say, hey, Logic, can you look at gold right now? Now, that's a person that's learning, that's on their journey, but they believe they see something. And so what he will do is on the chart, pull up gold, and then he will say, hey, you know what? It looks good, but it's not ready yet. It's setting up. So what do you do, a person who's new? How do you benefit or maximize that experience? Well, it just kind of prepares you for the support that you will have once you become a member, as you develop an eye for the market, as you begin to understand not just buying low and selling high, but as you also begin to understand optimal entry. When is the greatest time that I can get in this trade that's going to take me and give me optimal entry so that I'm not in and kind of sitting in a whole bunch of pullback? And so with that being said, hopefully you understood the purpose of that, and you enjoy the vibe, and you enjoy really connecting, and you enjoy hearing how many people were going into profit on the phone. Now, we do have a community for paid members, and paid members in that community are able to connect and collaborate even once the nightclub is over, concerning the trades that they still may be in, or some of the updates that we may have going on in the community, as well as celebration for people who's just welcome into the community, as well as people who are being promoted inside of our community. So it's a beautiful space to be in, very engaging, lot of activity. So it definitely is something that gets your attention and makes you want to be a part of that. So I wanted to kind of touch on nightclub. I also want to touch on Tokyo, China. So Tokyo, China is the trade that you put in every night that took you to profit. Now, some of you, the first trade that you put in, maybe if you did not get the numbers right, or you were really still working to, look at the videos that we showed you of how to do it and do it. Maybe night one, cha-ching, you did it right. You did the numbers, you woke up, you had profit. There were a few people who reached out to me. They put the trade in, but they did not close out the one that they needed to close and keep the other one open. So there were some people who actually won on both sides. And then there were some people who were like, okay, I feel like I'm missing a step, and they were missing one step. So our ultimate goal was to give you a little bit of a prelude of what you would get. Now, we're very hands-on in our community, which is one of the reasons that we continue to redirect you to your sponsor so that they can answer maybe one or two questions that you would have had. Okay, I put it in, I believe I put it in right, but I saw something blue. What am I supposed to do? So it's really exciting. It's really engaging. It's a lot of fun, but obviously you still have to learn the fundamentals of what you're doing. So Tokyo, China allowed you to put in one trade. In the beauty of Tokyo, China, for a person who has a lot on their plate, a person who has a very fruitful schedule, a person who has a lot going on, you can put in one trade a night that gives you 300 pips 3 to 4 times a week. Now, you did not get Tokyo, China last night. Let's talk a little bit about that, and then we'll go into the trading plan for some Q&A. So what we don't do inside of Rich University is chase the market. We do not chase the market. If the market looks good, Tokyo and I come together and we provide you with an extremely accurate trade idea. US 30 is called an index, and it's already pretty risky. So our goal is not to make sure that you get the trade alert 4 times a week. Our goal is to make sure that when you get in it, that we both feel very confident and comfortable that we're going to help you to go into profit. And so anytime F&P happens, which is non-farm payroll, the market sometimes can be really, really, really volatile, really, really unpredictable. So what we've learned throughout our experience of doing this together now for the last 5 months is that if non-farm payroll is coming out, or if it's a holiday that's gonna maybe affect the market, we don't want to lock you in it for too long. And so we did not call it last night. So with that being said, 3 to 4 times a week, Monday through Thursday, we call out Tokyo, China. Now, here's what's very important. Tokyo, China is a reward for our Rich University members who are on a mission to helping us reach a particular goal. Now, in Rich University, our mission is to impact nations and generations around the world. Our mission is also to reach 1 million families with our partner company, I Am Mastery. So we've gotten in alignment with the assignment on the company to reach 1 million families. So the people who help us to get the word out, the people who help us to get to that number of 1 million families, because here's what we know. We know that so many people don't even know what this space is about. And we want to make sure that we're not being selfish. And wow, I made all this money last night. Yes, I'm getting pips in a nightclub. Yes, I'm getting 300 pips, which by the way means $30 if you're using a micro lot size, 0.01 for most brokers. For the broker FX choice that some of you may be using is 0.10 because it's calculated different. See, those are the type of things that you learn when you actually join us. Some of that jargon won't make sense to you right now because you don't have access to the academy, right? But that's $30 a night for bare minimum for the people who have access and qualify for Tokyo China. For 0.10 in most brokers, or with FX choice 1.00, that's $300 a night just off of that one trade idea that we provide you, the trade concept Tokyo China. And so how do you qualify for it? You actually invite three members who join, and that is our appreciation reward to you. You having access to Tokyo China. So what does that do? That gives you great confidence, and it helps you to build up your account while you are still learning some of the things that you would need to know inside of this space, okay? And so finally, the 10% trading plan. The 10% trading plan is absolutely something that I appreciate. That gives you a bit of a guide. I want to show it to you, and then we're going to go into some Q&A. This trading plan really does give you a guide on, I'm going to start here. Whether you start with some of our recent promotions that are going on right now, you saw the flyer that was inside of our community that showed you how to grow an amount from one number to the next. As you can see right here, let's just say you started with $200, okay? Let's just say you started an account with $200 and you had a goal of $20,000, okay? This 10% trading plan allows you to know what your daily goal is to grow 10% a day. It also shows you what lot size you would use. So some of the questions that you may have had when you were putting in a trade is, what should this particular number be? Should it be 1.00? Should it be 0.10? Should it be, 0.01? Well, that is determined based on how much you actually have in your account. Now, most of you are in demo accounts, and maybe we required or recommended that you put in $3,000 or $10,000. So obviously you have enough in your account to have bigger numbers. But if you had $200 in your account and your risk was 2% of your $200, then here's the risk factor of every trade that you put in. You have risk factored in already for you right here. The lot size is factored in based on how many pips you want to collect for that day. Now, this is going to be determined by how aggressive or not you want to trade. So for me personally, because obviously I'm the Tokyo China, I qualify for Tokyo China. Just putting in Tokyo China alone, that's 300 pips 4 times a week, right? But in the beginning, you can't trade Tokyo China with $200, so we can't consider that factor right now. So let's just talk about using tools like the Nightclub, learning how to successfully use the Harmonic Scanner. We have a trading concept called Chopsticks that's been extremely accurate on the Harmonic Scanner. And so if you start an account with $200, then your goal day one is $20. Whether it be Nightclub, Scanner, or Rich Alerts that you'll learn more about once you become a member, your goal is to utilize the tools that you buy when you join to actually help you to grow that with our help. So we're here to help you to get to that number. Day 2, your goal is $22. Day 3, $24. Day 4, $26. Then $29, $32, $35, $38. As you can see, day by day, we give you what the goal is as well as what your lot size should be. And the risk is already factored in. So you can see right here, by the time you get to day 10, with everything growing 100% correctly, because obviously this trading plan is for mathematical purposes to give you a guide. You have your goal would be $518.75. $518.75. Now that's in 10 days, guys. The reality of it is there's so many different ways that this can go. There'll be days maybe you're a little short. There'll be days you have a little bit more. So what have we done? We've also embedded in your actual 30-day earning calculator here. So let's just say your goal day one is $20, but you know what? You made 18 and you don't want to, you know what? You good. You don't want to over leverage it. You know that you a little bit shy, but guess what? Maybe you can catch up on that on day two. So the next day, your goal is $22. So let's just say day two, you know what? You had a really good day. You end up doing $25. So on this side, you can able to calculate it, and then it'll give you your total here on this side here of what you're doing week by week. So we've provided that feature there as well. So if let's say you wanted to once again grow your account from $200 to 20K, then now you can see down here on day 50, you're at $21,343. Well, how? Because compounded, we're simply doing 10% growth a day. So now you're earning 10% of a bigger number. So in the beginning, your numbers were smaller, $200 and $500. Now, when you get down to day 17, 18, you're at $1,000. So 10% of that is going to be, anything over $100. As you continue to go down, your 10% is of a bigger number. So as you can see, the numbers get a lot bigger. So by day 50, with everything working 100% perfectly, which means every trade you put in basically goes into profit and all of those things, which usually doesn't happen that way, you're at $21,343.79. So here's what I want you to factor in, because chances are things are not going to go that way. Not to mention, you're just getting started. We got to make sure that you have a sound foundation, that you know how to successfully enter and exit these trades. We don't want you to be gambling. We don't gamble in the market, guys. We don't gamble. So you're not rushing to go into a live account, but you don't even know how to put a trade in. If you're not able to enter a market execution and exit a market execution, if you're not able to, because in the beginning, that's what's going to be most important. Why? Because Tokyo, China, for most people, you don't qualify for it unless you, for number one, bringing those 3 people in, for number 2, have a certain amount of money in your account. Now, in normal markets, we say $1,000 for every 0.01 in normal markets. But in volatile markets, a bit unpredictable, we will prefer for you to have more upwards of $1,500 in your account. So here's what happens sometimes. When people get to a point where they have $1,500 in their account, then now on top of them using the scanner or whatever tool of choice they decide to use inside of the academy, the nightclub, they then start to also take Tokyo, China. But let's talk about that for a second. We don't want to over leverage your account. You can write that word down. It's going to be something that you're going to hear consistently inside of our community. Our goal is to help you to trade in a safe environment, and we do not want to over leverage the account. And so with that being said, we prefer that when you are putting in a Tokyo, China trade, that's the only trade that's in your account at that time. Okay? That's the only trade that's in your account at the time. Those details you'll learn a lot more about. Ultimately, we want to show you that this trading plan is here. And it took you 90 days to get to 20,000, 120 days to get to 20,000, because you got 50% of it wrong, or 80% of this wrong, or 90% of it wrong. So be it. You still have the guide here. So what I would recommend you do, opposed to saying, I want to get there by this time, hey, listen, it's set the goal. That's great. But don't start to gamble to assure that you get there by a certain time. So we would not put a time frame on. I wouldn't recommend a time frame on it. Your goal is to grow it, and you want to be consistent at growing it. So this chart is also pretty cool here, because as you can see, let's just say you had a goal to leave your job, and you have access to the full chart when you become a member of Rich University. The one you had inside of Mayhem gave you a snapshot of a certain amount. So there was no way to go in and change numbers like this. Let's just say, you know what? Okay, I could start with 200, but I would prefer to start with a little bit more. What happens if I start with $1,000? We change your balance here, and then bam, now you can see all of these numbers here actually change. Okay. And so over here, what happens over here? I don't know why this thing is doing this. Okay. So what happens over here, it gives you an opportunity to have a personal goal. If you are currently making $12.50 an hour on your job, anywhere in between $31.25 an hour on your job, this kind of gives you an idea, goal setting, a gauge of what could potentially happen utilizing our tools here with this community. So if your first goal is to make $100, get to a point. Now, this is aside from what the trading plan is as far as the 10% growth. Now we're talking about, you know what, I really would like to get off of this job, and you know, in order for me to do that, I would need to double what I'm making on my job to feel comfortable. Do whatever goal you would set. It gives you a guide of, if you're earning $100 a day, trading full time, that would be 5 trading days a week. That would take you to $500 a week, which would be $2,000 a month and $24,000 a year in your trade account. That's equivalent to a 40-hour week for someone who is getting paid $12.50 an hour. For someone who's getting paid $31.25 an hour, you would need to earn $250 a day. That's a $12.50 week, $5,000 a month, and a $60,000 yearly income from trading to replace that $31.25 an hour. So keep in mind that we have people at all of these levels right here that have been trading for different time frames. Past results do not guarantee future profits. There's no guarantees in any type of investing. There's no guarantees in trading. This is not gambling. You must develop yourself. You must trade responsibly. You must take this serious. This is not no, you know, get rich quick situation. That's not what this is. This is a guide to help you to grow the finances that you have, no matter what that amount is. Even if $100, you know what? I don't have 1,000. I have 100. What can I grow? What will my numbers look like? This is what it would look like for you. And so when you have access to this total chart, as you can see, that's still a 60 trading day of $27,000 from $100. So no one is left out. How much you start with is your business. No one is left out. It's about trading responsibly and understanding that whenever you get to this point, whether it be 90 trading days, because 60 days is about 60 trading days is about 90 real days. Okay, it's about 90 real days. And so this shows you what can happen. Now, 50% of that wrong, hey, you're looking at about $16,000 in 90 trading days. That's error being included in the process. We're not here to paint you a picture of this fairy tale. No. We're saying to you that honestly, with the experience that you've already had with the nightclub, you may not have known what was going on, but most of the trades that were called out actually went into profit. So people were making money while you were in there listening and observing what was going on. There are some people that's already on this chart. They might be at day 21. They might be at day 40. They might be at day 45. You understand what I'm saying? And so you trade at your own risk and you're able to grow this money. Now, what we've also done is embedded in a withdrawal chart. So it shows you, okay, when you make a certain amount of money per week, let's change the number over here really quick again to, let's just say 300. I always like the 300 number to start with. Personally, I think it's a great place to start, but you can start with whatever you want. So let's just say you wanted to withdraw your money. We just give you a little bit of a withdrawing weekly withdraw 10%. You know, I believe withdrawing is very important. You don't have to withdraw right away, but once you grow your money to a certain amount, we're not trading for sport. We trade for lifestyle, right? We want to pay some stuff off. We want to acquire some things. We want to perhaps take it and invest into some other things. Keep your money working for you, right? So here gives you a guide that if you put $300 in your account week by week, it gives you a 10% withdrawal of how you can start to pull some money out and really, you know, experience an amazing lifestyle. So I want to pause right there. I know I shared a lot. I'm excited for everybody. I'll pop this chart back up for those of you who may have questions about it. There's a feature at the bottom that allows you to just click Q&A, just because I know there's quite a few people inside. I don't want it to get lost in the sauce of the chat. So for those of you who have quick questions, if you raise your hand, or if you put it in the Q&A option, I believe it should be. Is it a Q&A option at the bottom? Okay, I see a couple of hands raised. Then we could go ahead on and answer those questions for you. Do they have Q&A on this option? Because I don't see it over here. Ann, it looks like, are you on there, Ann? You may not be able to unmute. Hold on. Hey, Ann, how are you? Hey, Ann, we can hear you.
Oh, hi, sorry. Yeah, but I don't see Q&A.
You don't see it?
It's on the bottom tab where we can ask.
Okay, I don't see Q&A either. I don't know why. I thought that would be there. Okay, so no problem. Thank you, Ann. Ann is our marketing director here with Rich University, and I'm really excited. You have so much support when you become a member inside of this space. You get so much more than just Forex when you partner with us. But go ahead. I see some questions in the chat. Go ahead and drop some questions inside of the chat, and we'll go. Where can I get this chart or the spreadsheet? The spreadsheet is available to members. We have a community that we have all of our files and access to for members. Okay, so if I don't bring in anyone, I won't have access to Tokyo China. So yeah, Tokyo China, once again, is a reward for those that go the extra mile. What you will have access to is the nightclub. You will have access to the scanner. You will have access to chopsticks, which is amazing, by the way. It allows you to go into the Harmonic Scanner and put on some simple indicators. I promise you, my 5-year-old son can do it. And my daughter that's 19 is trading. She's so excited. She's like, Mom, I know how to trade. I said, yeah, I get it. The tools that we provide really does make it simple, and you feel empowered right away. What's the difference between the elite and platinum membership? So the platinum membership is $234. Let me go ahead and see if we have it here to pop it up. The platinum membership is $234. It gives you access to our Forex Academy. We have multiple different academies. And it gives you access to tools like the scanner, like we just talked about. So I'm going to pop that up really quick so that you can see what these tools look like and what you actually get when you are a member. Okay, bam. Here you can see here the back side of the IM Center, which is amazing. If you've ever went to school online, oh, wait a minute, I'm sharing the wrong screen. I didn't want to do that. Or was I? Huh. Hold on one second, guys. I don't know if I was sharing the wrong screen or not. Oh, I know what I did. Okay, one second. So, all right. So IM Academy gives you an opportunity to just really have like an online, going to school online, experience. And so that part is really amazing because, let me share this screen now. Let's see. That part is amazing because you get the accountability, you get the rewards every step of the way to really help you along. You're celebrated. You have the academies, different strategies. Everything is really there. So when you're joining with the platinum or an elite package, you have access to all of these tools back here. The platinum package gives you the basic education. You get the academy that is several series of videos that you have access to. So for example, the Forex Academy, it gives you all of these series of videos. Let me see, general education. I'll give you a sneak peek of this one. Just a sneak peek really quick.
Welcome to the Academy. In this video, we're going to discuss what is Forex. Forex, or FX, is short for foreign exchange. It is the place where you can exchange currencies from all around the world. Many countries are backed by their own banks, thus creating their own economy and currency. When traveling to these other countries, you can participate in the foreign exchange market manually by exchanging your local currency for theirs. As the decades passed and the discovery of the internet came along, Forex found its way online, where traders from all around the world began to trade currencies digitally to turn over profits from the comfort of their home. The foreign exchange market is the largest and most liquid market in the entire world, trading over $5 trillion a day, far trumping the New York Stock Exchange at $22 billion a day, the Tokyo Stock Exchange at $18 billion a day, and the London Stock Exchange at $7 billion a day combined. To put quite simply, the FX market is where all the money in the world is being exchanged in real time through currencies. And this market attracts many investor mindset individuals who see the opportunity to create a career through trading within the exchange. The FX market is open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, meaning you get the ability to trade and make money 24/5 with no limits. The market opens Sunday, 6 a.m. Sydney time, and ends Friday, 5 p.m. New York time. Because the market is easily influenced by geopolitical factors, it causes a lot of volatility in the market, creating plenty of trading opportunities we can capitalize on. Through the continued education of the IM Academy, you're going to learn all about the Forex market and how to trade in it. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.
So as you can see, there's several videos available that gives you an introductory experience of what Forex is, the history of Forex, what's trading in the Forex market. It's absolutely just amazing what you get inside of this space. So let's go back to some of the strategies that you'll have access to. And before we do that, I just want you to also see, even with the go live, you have live interactive education with multiple different educators in multiple different languages that can teach you about Forex, high frequency Forex, which is your binary options, as well as digital currency, which is your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, your Litecoin, and the digital currency space as well. So you gain a lot of access, and we are also in partnership with Bob Proctor, which is a really, really big deal as it relates to developing a mindset. This is our CEO, Mr. Christopher Terry of IM Mastery, which is the #1 Forex and crypto educational platform in the world. So what you get is it relates to value for the platinum package is everything that I just shared with you, including this handy dandy tool here, which is our Harmonic Scanner, which is a multi-million-dollar banking software that banks all around the world use. Now, when I say banking software, these tools are the type of tools that banks use, not this exact tool. This is proprietary to IM Mastery, but these tools are amazing because when you learn how to use this tool alone, independently, it allows you to grow your money every single day. And so you can, as long as the market is open, you can log into your back office, pull this tool up, and it tells you the currency pair to trade right here. As you can see, AUDCAD, it tells you the time frame that it's being traded on, and it even gives you the numbers, your entry point, your take profit, and you have 3 options of a take profit. It even gives you a stop loss because we don't control the market. So there are times that the market does not go in our favor. But when it does, we want to protect you in the market, just like we gave you the trading plan and it showed you my goal is to make this. But if I can know that I go into that knowing that I could risk this. So this puts you in a position. What should give you great comfort is that this tool is 87% accurate and it calls several different trades. So there's several different trading opportunities for you to make money. So for example, you will learn how to effectively use this tool. What does these alphabets mean? Okay, what did the numbers mean? So the way I like to break this down is when you first look at the scanner, maybe it does look like an EKG, right? Maybe it looks like Japanese geometry. I totally believe that it did. But what happens is when you really understand the simplicity of it, it starts to look like ABCs, 1, 2, 3s, shapes, and colors. And when you learn how to just identify the ABC that you're putting in, understand what the 1, 2, 3s on the side mean, the significance in the red and blue, as well as this pattern here, that's all you will really need to know if you're buying or selling a particular currency pair. It tells you the pair you're trading and what numbers to put in to take as profit. So these are the tools that you have access to, and we're excited to give you access once again to multi-million-dollar banking software with your platinum package. Now, what do you get for the elite package? You get a little bit more. Okay, so for the elite package, that is $325 one time. Okay, the first platinum package is $234. This one is $325. Then you have access to all of our academies: the FX Academy, the High Frequency Academy, the DCX Academy, and well, the IBO Academy is for both platinum or your elite members, because that's how you leverage having an online business. For those of you that want to leverage an online business, then it gives you an opportunity to do just that inside of the IBO Academy. But once again, you have access to all of these academies here for $325. Now, why is that important? Because even under the FX Academy, with tools like previously known web analyzer, the vibrata, these are tools that are very, very popular for more of a scalp trader, and it gives you trade ideas. It makes this cute little sound that sounds like a money sound, like a cash register. It says cha-ching. So your computer is letting you know, hey, we got money for you. We got a trade idea setting up for you. And so you have access to this tool, but that's not it. We got more. You have access to Gold Cup when you are an elite member, okay? You have access to every single tool that we provide. Maybe you like to trade gold, and maybe you like to trade indices, okay? So you have access to all of these wonderful tools. You don't know what strategy coming in that you're really going to like. And so we give you access to several different tools, levels and pivots and steady and DeLorean and bounce back. So you have access to all of these academies when you are an elite package holder. Now you do pay $174 a month for the platinum package and $274 a month for the elite. But I can tell you right now, for those of you that are serious about really seeing success inside of this space, this stuff pays for itself. But I want you to come in with the mindset that you're willing to invest into yourself and give yourself an opportunity to develop utilizing our tools so that you can allow the system to do what you saying yes for. You want to make money. Let's just be honest. You're here to make money. We're just providing you the best of tools and resources to allow you to do that. So with that being said, there's some more questions on here. I hope that helped. There are additional trainings throughout Rich University beyond the yes, there are additional trainings. So you have additional training inside of Rich University, amazing training that really continues once again to simplify your trading experience. And so when you bring in 2 people, we also give you a scholarship. So let's just say the 234 is a no-brainer for you, but you know what? I don't know if the 174 I'm gonna be able to swing it because I don't know how long it's gonna take for me to become profitable in the market. Well, when you refer to people that also may be interested in working from home or learning a skill set, then we actually give you a scholarship that waives that 174 monthly commitment. Okay, it waives that. As long as those 2 members are paying active members, then you don't have to pay your monthly subscription. And we help you with doing things like that, even with stuff like May Mayhem that we provided to give people a little bit more of a sneak peek of what we do inside of this space. So okay. What are the anticipated costs for the tools outside of the cost of joining? When you join, that's what you're paying for. You're paying for the tools. So that's what you actually get. So with the nightclub, can I still make money? Absolutely. We made money all week this week. So when you were on, that's what we were doing. So some of the members, I'll be honest with you, some of the members was like, wait a minute now, what we doing? Because we were a bit, Logic took his time to explain a lot. But normally on the nightclub, it's simply designed to help you to make money. That is the #1 goal. Okay, what does the 234 cover for the platinum package? So that's what I just went over. You get access to the academy, the videos that you just saw, a series of videos that you get. You get access to the Go Live, which is the live mentorship from over 100 educators. Okay, you get access to the Harmonic Scanner, which is the tool that I just pulled up. As well as an amazing community here with Rich University that really helps you win. So you also gain access to the nightclub. You also gain access to our mentorship, and you also gain access to the different concepts that we train you on, like chopsticks here. Okay. If I join the 3 months, how much do I have to pay to join? Okay, so we do have a 3-month option. Those are, let's pull those up. Hold on one second. We do have the 3-month option. Let me go to pull up the package. If there's any other questions, go ahead and ask as I am pulling up the price for our prime packages that allow you to pay upfront for your education and get that part out of the way. Also keep in mind, as it relates to you transitioning from a demo account to a live account, there is no time frame in which you need to, stay in your demo account, or, you at your own, you can choose that at whatever makes the most sense for you at your own comfort level. You can choose to go into your live account from your demo account at any time. And you can open up a live account with as little really as $10 with some brokers like Traders Way. And then most brokers as little as $100. What are the terms? I am able to cancel at any time, no penalty. Yes, so you can cancel at any time with no penalties. There's no contracts to sign that locks you into a certain amount of time frame. Obviously, you are here to, you know, develop a skill to make money. So for whatever reason, if you say, you know what, this is not for me, or life just starts to happen, you can cancel at any time. Okay. All right. Yes, chopsticks will be available. We are in the process of training. Some of the members that took Take Flight with Tokyo, China, was able to get a first glance at it. We do use it behind the scenes, but we want to make sure that you guys are educated on how to use it when it is available for the training. Those alerts are coming. So Rich Alerts will be reintroduced soon. So stay tuned for that. We're really excited about Rich Alerts coming back. So I'm looking forward to that because I know it's going to really help people with the growth chart. So you're not missing out on anything. It hasn't come back yet. So just stay tuned. Stay tuned for that. Okay. It's $274 a month for the elite package. It is waived when you bring in 2 people. Yes. Oh, you guys can't see my screen? Hold on one second. Let me share my screen so you can see a little bit more with the prime packs. I don't know what that is. All right, so let's get you to this. All right, so let's go to the prime pack so you see what you get. It's an amazing academy, by the way. I'm so grateful because some people are, you know, considering to go back to school, and, you know, unfortunately with the student loan situation and getting into debt, this really does prevent them having to do that. We also have apps as well. So you said the prime packs. Did I pass it up? I think I did. No, should not have. Hold on one second. So you definitely want to, for those of you that may not be able to stay on for the whole time, what you do next is you get back with the person that invited you here and you let them know you're ready. They're going to give you a unique link that allows you to get started right away. And that's where you will see these options. So this is the platinum package option. Okay. All right. Or if you wanted to just get high frequency, okay, which is binary options. Or if you just wanted to get the DCX, which is your digital currency education, you have these options available. Okay. And then if you want all of the academies, you do $324 a month and $324 one time and $274 a month. All right, for all of them. And if you wanted to do it a la carte and do maybe a platinum package and then add on some of the products that you may like, then you can also do it a la carte as well. The prime packages, as you can see, 2 and free, but then the prime pack, oh, there's a compensation plan, by the way, as well, for those of you who are interested in developing a business online and want to have a link in your bio and really leverage the internet and online. We know millions of people are searching for that right now. So we do pay you for referrals as well. So prime packages, to answer the question, for 3 months, it's $825, and then you save $50. $825, you save $50. For the prime pack for 6 months, it's $1,600, you save $100. And then the prime pack for elite members for the year, you save $200 at $3,150 for the whole year. So I know there's kids that are going to school and paying $20,000 for a semester. So this really does put you in a place, if you wanted to even pay for someone to learn this. Maybe you feel like it would be great for a kid or a grandkid. That's amazing to pay for their full education for a year, to know that they're a part of a $6.7 trillion daily market. And because they're so technically inclined, will probably really catch on pretty quickly. Somebody asks us what is the leverage to be able to trade for Tokyo, China? My leverage currently is set at 200 to 1. Currently it's 200 to 1. with the broker that I use right now. There's several brokers that you can use. I've also traded with 500 to 1 leverage as well. Work fine both ways. I really do enjoy right now FX Choice. A few things inside of our community for the members that are on here. I know that you guys would appreciate this. Some people have different brokers, and what we notice is that I go into profit a lot faster than most of the other people who don't have the broker that I have, because of the spread sizes and the different things that cause brokers to kind of fluctuate in, you know, certain things. And so they still go into profit too, but sometimes it's an hour later. So, you know, I enjoy FX Choice right now. So yeah, each broker does have withdrawal fees, not withdrawal fees. They have fees, period, on, you know, being able to use certain brokers. Very minimal fees. Sometimes it's pennies. You don't even see it. And keep in mind, they get their money off the top. Now, we're not a broker. We don't promote any brokers or anything like that. So whatever broker you decide, you might want to read the details on whatever makes the most sense for you. There's several brokers to choose from. Once again, I kind of just have tried a few. I've tried FX Choice, Traders Way, FCMX or something. They've been, I don't know where they are anymore. Hugo's Way, CoinX. So there's certain reasons that I've tried certain brokers. Like, for example, with Hugo's Way, you could trade on the weekend with cryptocurrency. That's a huge feature. But Hugo's Way sometimes experienced a little bit more slippage in the markets than I like. So FX Choice seems to be a little bit more secure with that piece, as well as, once again, Tokyo, China is a big deal for me personally. I don't just, you know, drop the alert in. Like, I actually traded as well. So Tokyo and I are talking about that. Literally, we talked about it today, just the difference between FX Choice and Hugo's Way. So there's several different things that factor in. My factoring is never usually the cost, because it's so minimal. They get their money off the top. So I don't usually feel that as much. So, you know, you can definitely look at each broker and decide. FX brokers, though, we trade the foreign exchange market, so it has to be an FX broker. Okay. Somebody said they just opened up a demo account. How long do they have to stay there before they go live? That's totally up to you. But my recommendation is that when you transition into a live account, that you have successfully grown a demo account. If for whatever reason you're not able to successfully grow a demo account, maybe because you missed a number, you put a number in wrong, you didn't close the trade out when you were supposed to. There's so many different things that can happen. If that happens, you don't want that happening in a live account. So there's no reason to practice in a live account, because there's no amount of time that you have to cut off your demo account. So just keep that in mind. Okay. Will there be a replay of this training? I didn't record it, but it is on my Facebook page. So I did put it on my Facebook page. So it is also on YouTube. I'll send a YouTube link out. That's what we can do. I'll put the YouTube link out. Okay. Okay. How do I continue to bring people in, or to become an IBO? What's the okay? So someone is asking the benefits of becoming an IBO. Let me show you. Becoming an IBO, especially in a time like this, is something that a lot of people are really, really looking for. So let me give you a peek of our compensation plan, which, by the way, is the most attractive compensation plan in the market, and our results prove that. So basically, when you refer someone, we give you a referral bonus of $25 when you are an IBO. Now, everybody on here that's not a member, you first start off as a customer. We want to make sure that you are a product of the product, and that when you're sharing this information, you've had an experience with the product. So you start off as a customer for the 234. Once you bring in your third customer, you can upgrade to an IBO, because it means that you qualify. It means that, you know what, I'm getting the word out. I want to share this with other people. I don't only want to be a customer of the Forex market. I want to be a promoter of the Forex market. So for all of you promoters that are out there, for those of you that want to have a business online, work from home, benefit from all of the wonderful tax write-offs that we gain from working from home, and just bringing another stream of income while you're continuing to grow your trade account, then we will actually give you a bonus of, let's see where it is. $25 every time you bring somebody in. You get a $25 bonus. Bam, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, and that adds up for any one of these packages. And then when you refer someone for the elite level, $50, $50, $50, that adds up. But you also have the residual income. Now, this part is the most important to me. So my company, Rich University, is based on relationships. That's why many of you are here. Somebody invited you here. Results, our results work. That's why we allowed you to have a 10-day pass so you can see for yourself. And then the residual piece. Why? Because we want to put you in a position to do something one time and keep getting paid over and over and over again for it. So what happens here is it allows you to actually earn a commission for the work that you've done. So every time so when you bring in a team of 3, you now become what we call a Platinum 150. So you go from being a customer for those who desire to becoming an IBO. And now you're automatically promoted to our introductory rank at Platinum 150. That simply means that you are earning $150 a month, and they're going to pay you out at $37.50 a week. Now, when you become a Platinum 600, it means that you have a team of 12 families that you've helped. Okay, now this usually happens directly and indirectly. What does that mean? It usually happens by you sharing it with people, but also by those people perhaps sharing. Right now, we're on a virtual tour. And with the virtual tour, we're allowing people to see a presentation every single night. Tonight, we're going to be in Detroit. It's going to be amazing. So if you got anybody in Detroit, get them on tonight. And what they have an opportunity to do is really hear from real people with real results. They have a real live experience inside of this space that can really speak at their level. And so when you help 12 families, you're now making $600 a month, which is $150 a week. When you become a Platinum 1000, it means you've helped a family, a total of 30 families. And so now you're making $1,000 a month in residual income, which is $250 a week. Okay. When you become a Platinum 2000, you are helping 75 families. Once again, it doesn't mean that, oh, I got to go bring in 75 people. Usually people who are Platinum 2000s, they probably have recommended or brought in maybe about 12 people at that point, but because of duplication, and it all can vary, because of duplication, people are sharing this information, especially with the results that we get here in Rich University, which is why people push to get Tokyo China qualified, because obviously now you got an extra bonus of 300 pips, so whether you decide to become an IBO or not, it's totally up to you. But if you decide to, obviously that's a huge conversation piece. When you become a Platinum 5000, it means you're making $5,000 a month, which is $12.50 a week, because you've helped 225 families. And when you become a Chairman 10, you really get to what we call our prestige level of positions inside of a company. You may hear a lot of people talk about chairman. I can tell you that chairman really is not just a position. It truly is a mindset, but it means that you have really went over and beyond. You have now helped 500 families to be exposed perhaps for the first time to the Forex market that has now helped them to make money from their cell phones. And so now the company rewards you with $10,000 a month in residual income. We have over 200 chairmen in our company right now, and that's a weekly income of $2,500 every Friday. So today is actually payday. I've been missing payday for the last couple of weeks. And when I say missing it, I just kind of forget that, oh snap, I got paid today. Wait a minute. It's Sunday. I got paid Friday. Oh, wow. That's nice. So the money is accumulating. Why? Because I'm also trading. And also because when you come into our community, we help you to become really savvy at investing. And so the greatest thing that you could do is allow your money to work for you. You got streams of money coming in that, oh yeah, we got paid here and here and here. Yay. So this is a wonderful space to be in, especially in a time like this. So I tell you, this is a beautiful, beautiful bonus. Chairman 25, you've helped 1,250 families. Chairman 50, you've helped 2,500 families. Chairman 100, you helped 5,000 families. That's the position that my husband and I are currently approaching. Chairman 250, you've helped 15,000 families, and Chairman 500, you've helped 30,000 families. And obviously this is over a period of time. Obviously this is with our help, but I'd never like to leave out people who want to know about this feature, because if I was watching this, I would have needed to see this, because I share good news with people all the time anyway. And if you're going to pay me to do it, then even the more. Okay. So I hope that helped as well. All right. So let's see. Can I bring in people while I'm still on demo and get rewarded? You can bring in people while you're still on demo and get rewarded, for sure. You don't have to be in a live account. Here's what I tell people. This is a learning experience. Don't rush yourself. You know, if you went to school to become a doctor or a lawyer, especially to pay you with the type of the earning potential that we showed you, I wouldn't rush just to go and enroll anybody. In fact, when I first started, I didn't dive into trading right away. I actually needed to make some money. So when I first started this, what's the fastest way that I can make some money, please? And what I had to learn is that trading is a skill that you have to develop. Now, obviously, we have more resources available for you now. I started 4 years ago, so we put so much more in place to really help you to win sooner. But the fastest way for me to make some money was to not just be a Forex trader, but was to market the Forex trading community. And so I went to everybody that I knew, and it brought in some money. Here's the benefit of that. Because when I joined this community, and I made my first million before I was 30 years old, but I can tell you right now, without having the right team of people around you, you can find a way to get rid of that money really, really fast. Everybody had great ideas of what I should do with my money. And I was really new in investing. And so I found myself in a ugly financial space. See, here's what I want you to know. No matter what your current financial situation is, whether you have a little or a lot, when you don't have enough, you don't have enough. And so when I was introduced to this 4 years ago, I didn't have enough. So I needed more. So what I wanted to know is, what's the quickest way that I can make some money? And what they told me was, well, give yourself time to develop as a trader. There's a lot of money that you can make in the market, but not if you rush yourself and start to gamble. But I realized I could market this to people who may have been in a different situation, right? And that's what I did. And when they said yes, every time they did, I got a bonus, a bonus, a bonus, a bonus. And what was beautiful about it is that I was able to then take that and invest it into the market. Now the system actually not only paid for my education, but it funded my trading account. So nothing had to actually come out of my pocket. So that answered the question for Emmanuel, who wanted to know, can you bring someone in while you're still in demo account? Absolutely, because it's all about what you're learning. How can I know if I'm rewarded? You have a back office. You'll see every time somebody joins. First of all, for them to join, you have a unique link that you will actually give them. So what happens is, even now, someone is going to give you the link. Whoever invited you to this community, they're going to give you a link to get you connected. That link will then allow you to earn your commission for that referral. So the system is already set. We have our system is state-of-the-art technology that's allowing you to have access to this. So it's incredible. Okay. All right. When does the 10-day pass end, and how can we invite? So the 10-day pass is from May 1st to May 10th. And the reason we're having this conversation on the 8th is because the market is now closed. So there's no more trading that's going on, right? You've experienced the nightclub, you've experienced Tokyo, China, and you have access to a portion of the trading plan. So for the next 2 days, you can get your questions answered. Some of you have already enrolled. Many people from May Mayhem enrolled once they saw that the product worked. Once they saw Tokyo, China went into profit 2-3 nights in a row. Once they saw a nightclub had accurate trade ideas, and they had access to a community with real leadership, they got in. So those people who actually got in, now watch this, they have positioned themselves. And you guys remember, I did a video and I told you guys, those that position yourself, you don't have to wait to day 10. Some people may still decide to come in. They won't see nightclub, because we don't do nightclub on a weekend because the market is closed. They won't put in a Tokyo, China, right? But some of them will still have access and say, you know what, just for the 10% trading plan, sign me up. Because if this is the goals that I can hit, and you got the tools and resources available, because they may just hop on tonight at 9:00 p.m. at yes2forex.tv and say, listen, because you guys can join tonight, 9:00 p.m. yes2forex.tv, and hear from multiple people who are winning inside of this space and see why you should say yes. So, okay, Afia said, I enrolled right away, everyone. Signed up my first person, and the experience has been great and learned. Yes, Afia actually reached out to me on Instagram. Was it Afia? On Instagram, and made the decision. May Mayhem was going on, but she dived right in. She was like, you know what, forget it. Because let me tell you why that was smart for you too. Because you were able to get in position and then give those that you were connected to perhaps an opportunity to experience it if they needed it. And bam, there you go. Can someone start straight away with IBO? So no, you have to start as a customer first. But if you want to go IBO quick, prove yourself. So bring in your people. We have people that become IBOs day one because they bring in 3 people day one, and they upgrade to the business, becoming an independent business owner day one. Okay. So people have already started to sign up and get in position. And that's why I showed you what I showed you today, because I wanted you to see the additional support you get. The Academy, priceless. What you learn in the Academy is amazing. The Harmonic Scanner. Listen, when I first saw that tool, I didn't think I would ever be able to now train on that tool. Now that's my favorite tool. That tool makes me so much money by going in the market at my leisure, whether it's early in the morning or late at night. And it calls out all of these trade ideas, right? And so I'm simply looking for what currency pair we're trading. Is it a buy or a sell? Where do I enter and exit? It's really simple. How many people you have to bring in order to become an IBO? 3 people. Really 2 people, and then you can upgrade. But so here's what happens. You bring in 2 people, and then you have to decide, do I want to stay a customer as 2 and free, or do I want to upgrade to IBO? So I always say, when you bring in your 3rd person, because at least now you're commission qualified for the 150 to come to you. My goal is so that you don't really have a cost associated with it, as if you can. 2 and free education. 3 and IBO, you're getting paid $150 a month. So at least it offsets the cost. What I find is that you're more of a successful trader when you're in the proper mind space, in a winning mind space, a cash flowing mind space in order to trade. But if you want to go IBO, absolutely, we recommend that we work with you and we help you to launch your business. We help you to launch your business in an amazing way. Carissa could tell you right now, Carissa has been tearing it up. People are absolutely just doing very, very well. Okay, is that 150 every month? Every month, 150 a month. You get paid 150 a month. So as long as they're active, 150 a month. And our tools really do create a strong retention. The community creates a strong retention. We do calls with me. I'm a business coach. I help people with marketing and branding. I'm a life coach. So the environment that they're in for that price, I can tell you my clients that's outside of this space spend a lot of money for my time. So the fact that they get to connect for that fee and get paid, that's a pretty attractive situation right there. So yes, it's 150 a month, every month that they're active. And as you grow, because guess what? They might want to become a 150, right? And as you share with more people, you may bring in more people as well. You grow from 150 to 600 a month, from 600 to 1,000, 1,000 to 2,000 a month, so on and so forth. Let me just check really quick, because I know we're streaming as well on Facebook and on YouTube. Okay. What's the minimum requirement amount to be a member? 234 is the minimum requirement to become a member. Okay. I think that is the only question there. Okay. All right. Do you get something when you bring someone in? You do. You get paid $25 a month, $25 for that person that you bring in, if they join as a platinum member, and you get $50 if they join as a elite member. Okay. Gina, your hand is raised. I don't see your question in here, though. Can you type your question in? Okay. All right, guys, I believe that. Okay, so you have Hugo's Way. Is it better to switch to FX Choice? I switched to FX Choice. I was already with FX Choice before I went to Hugo's Way. First of all, let me start there. I like Hugo's Way for one reason. But overall, FX Choice I like better because I go into profit quicker with Tokyo China. The spreads are smaller. And you guys will learn what all of this stuff means. And overall, it just seems safer for me. The slippage in the market was happening back to back, and I have a whole community to be responsible for. It was just too much of that. So we moved, most people moved from Hugo's Way, because here's what I mean by that. Could you imagine being in our community and we have everybody that put in Tokyo China, we're all celebrating, and then you look at your phone and you're like, wait a minute, I put in the same numbers, but mine ain't going to profit. That can be a $300 situation. I mean, you feel some kind of way about that. So we realized it happened too many times, or it was only a small amount that they got. So I decided Peace FX. I mean, Peace Hugo's Way. I'm going back to FX Choice. But my husband still trades Hugo's Way because he's a crypto trader as well. And there are some different reasons that but he also has a FX Choice account too. So I prefer FX Choice right now as a broker over Hugo's for that reason. Okay, so can I transfer my account to FX Choice or do I need to withdraw? It's up to you. I left my money in Hugo's and just opened up another account. I know that everybody may not be able to do that. So, you know, I haven't traded Hugo since I did it though. So, I mean, I probably should just move it out. So that's totally up to you. Oh, thank you so much, Miss LG. Is there a way I can get someone? So, I promise you, when you come into the community, you will feel like you're getting preschool education. Okay. And outside of myself and my husband, Logic Mix, you have amazing leaders inside of this community that are really savvy in this space. And you're going to get a lot of help. Not only this help that we provide in Rich University, but even some of the leaders. We have a Harmonic Scanner training that we do, daily orientations. So you're learning. And anytime you're learning something new, it's simply new. So what I encourage you to do is daily affirmations, or when you're doing this, just start speaking to yourself. I can do this. I'm smart. I'm intelligent. I'm a trader. I'm winning. I got this. I'm learning. Like, just cheerlead yourself on. How can I enroll into Rich University? When you become a member with whoever invited you, you will be inside of Rich University. The video you posted on Telegram, can someone use it for a campaign on social media? Which video was that? Because some of the stuff is exclusive for our community, so you may not, but some of it is available. That's that New Orleans in him, Daryl. That's all NO, okay? That's all NO. Okay, so how can I transfer my account to FX Choice? Or do I need to? Okay, I think I answered that. The video you posted in Telegram, I answered that. I mean, you have 3 and bring in someone. What do you get? Oh, okay, so if you bring in 3 people, you become a platinum 150. You make 150 a month, and you get Tokyo China if that's what you're asking. So you become you become a platinum 150 in the company. You earn a commission as an IBO, and you get Tokyo China as a reward from Rich University. Now, Tokyo China is exclusively for Rich University. It's no other place that you can get it. Okay. Okay, I'm joining. Thanks. You're welcome. We welcome you to the family. So when you join, what you want to do is make sure that you get over your picture to the person that you join with. We love to celebrate and welcome you into the family. We make a cute little banner with you, and we welcome you into the Rich community. That's the part y'all didn't experience. And we had some members that talked about that, and it was like, man, I wish they could be in here, because it's active, it's engaging. You learn not just from the leaders and the trainers and the educators, but you really learn from one another as well. And it's really a big family. It's amazing. So awesome sauce. Get back with the person who invited you and let them know that you want to get their link so that you can go ahead and get started. Okay. So everybody was invited by a sponsor. So we keep the community very safe. So everybody came into this space because somebody invited them and they got that link. So you get back with that person. Mama's working, baby. She by your daddy. Go see. So get back with that person. So everybody that was here has someone that they need to get back to, because you were invited in by someone. So we have to keep this community very, very safe. And if you brought them into the community, then you can communicate with them. Obviously, you already know how to do that. And if not, we are excited for those of you who joined. How would you manage Hugo's Way now? Would you still trade Tokyo? No. I don't trade Tokyo China to Hugo's Way anymore. I only trade Tokyo China in FX Choice right now. I'm glad you joined as well. I hope this was helpful for you. I just wanted to provide a little bit of Q&A, a little bit of FaceTime for you to have the questions answered that you may need. For those of you that get started right away, be sure to reach back out to the person who invited you. They have a unique link. It is a referral system that we operate with. with extreme integrity, and it is the best way for you to get all of the blessings that you deserve inside of this space. So you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm excited. So 2 more days left. After that, what happens when May Mayhem is over? Well, nothing else happens in the community, right? We invite you perhaps to calls that we have that are for guests. But everything else is happening behind the scenes inside of the community for the people who've joined us. And we're excited. So at 9 o'clock p.m. tonight at yestheforex.tv, not only can you come, but you can invite people. You can invite people. We're also streaming live on my Facebook page where you can share that and have a watch party. So let's say you just joined and you say, I'm ready to get Tokyo China qualified. I won't come in the door with that. I just joined, I'm in, but let me get my 3 people. You could actually go to my page on Facebook and you could share or have a watch party. And now they will be able to see the presentation tonight at 9 o'clock p.m. Or you can simply invite them to yes24x.tv and they'll be able to see a presentation and get all the information that they need. And when they join, just like you see at the bottom, it says, get back with the person that invited you. It's going to say, get back with the person that invited you. And what they're going to do is reach out to you and say, hey, I'm ready to join. And we will give you your link so that you know when you come into the community, we show you what your link is so that you can actually give them your link to get started with. And you get the credit for it so that you can become 2 and free or 3 and free with Tokyo China or an independent business owner with us. So with that being said, thank you so much for being on with us. I appreciate you guys. We love you all. And we're so excited to welcome you guys into Rich University. So this is Dr. China Bethby here, founder of Rich University. I'm so excited about your yes to Forex. See you soon. Bye.